Hey, everybody, it's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Schotty says they're good enough to beat Green Bay without Tyler Booker and without CeeDee Lamb. Are you buying that? What is the path to victory? We got all sorts of other things. Clowney debut coming up. Bland coming back. Let's have a DLLS Cowboys party and start it. Meow. He said, give me some hope, you guys, even if it's make-believe. Just need to feel. I got you today. I got you. You guys believe they can beat the Packers? Come on. Come on. Hit me in the chat. Welcome in. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got all sorts of things to get into, including when I dedicate my performance to somebody. It's a big birthday day.
Anthony P. First one in the chat today, baby.
Good job, Anthony. Welcome into the show, everybody. My name is Jeff. Seated next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Yeah!
What about yeah,
that's good energy right there, baby. That's good energy.
And he is next to the greatest beat writer in Cowboys history, great and powerful Clarence Hill.
Speaking of energy, you can't appreciate OJ.
OJ?
Speaking of energy, you can't appreciate OJ, man. You can't.
What about energy?
Energy's great. Hey, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. We're gonna give you some positivity, I think, right? We're gonna give you some positivity.
Maybe.
Stick with us. Win or lose, we're a family.
Maybe.
We're a family. We need you guys.
Who's scoring the first points for the Cowboys in this game? And why is it Brandon Aubrey?
I was going to say Brandon Aubrey.
Come on, get it in the chat, baby. What if it could be somebody? Javante.
Every time the Cowboys get the ball, we be like,
Jaden
field
Blue.
goal, field goal.
Jaden
Field goal.
Blue. I like that.
Field goal.
Jaden Blue. All we got to do is get to our own like 45, and we got points.
Yeah.
No,
Field goal.
just take care of the ball. Let them threes add up. See how many 70-yarders we can kick. Schotty says that the Cowboys are good enough to win without CeeDee Lamb and without Tyler Booker. You buying it? Oh, man, I thought we were going to start good.
I mean, listen.
I'll start. I'll start this off.
They can.
So here's the thing. Football is a they're in there. Football is a funny lady, and she is not loyal to anybody.
There you go.
Like, she's not loyal to anybody. So is there a chance? Yes. If the game starts on Sunday and there's players in Cowboy uniform that are on the field playing, there is a chance.
There you go.
But let's be honest with ourselves. When we looked at the schedule this year, back in August, when Micah was still a part of this team, when CeeDee Lamb had two good ankles, when Tyler Booker was a budding young star, when all the things that were trending in a positive direction, picked the Cowboys to lose to the Packers.
That's before they lost to Cleveland.
We still picked the Cowboys to lose to the Packers with a fully loaded roster.
I'm just trying to figure out one thing we're trending in a positive direction.
It was hope
For the Cowboys.
We
are trending in a positive direction.
In August, there was hope. There was pending in positive direction. There was like new coach and all the coordinators, and you got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and Dak Prescott, and this thing is going. It was positive.
Then we played the Eagles tight.
Then we played the Eagles tight. Then that was positive. So yes, there is hope, and this is what Schotty is supposed to say.
Yeah.
My fear is.
Well, he don't have to say nothing. He don't have to say nothing.
He doesn't have to say anything, but right now he understands and knows the fan base needs hope. His team needs hope. When things and that's the thing that I fear about Coach Schottenheimer is you're coming close to running out of things to sell.
Right.
Because at some point in time, when you start talking about communication and we're changing scheme and we're changing players, you get to week 6 and you've changed scheme, you've had all the positives, you've changed, players. You run out of things that you're going to be able to get to that podium and talk about. So, yes, he's supposed to say that. And, yes, football is a very, very, very tricky game, and it's a funny lady, and she is not loyal to anybody. And the ball can bounce your way. There could be a kickoff back for a touchdown. There could be a strip sack fumble. There could be a regular just ball slips out of their hand and someone picks it up and goes to the house. There are very, very weird things that happen in football games. We watched last week. The Eagles won because they blocked 2 field goals. So those things are liable and are able to happen. We don't know if they will happen, but if we're keeping this thing positive, there are some things that can happen in this football game to give them the chance to win.
So you call the game of football a garden tool?
I call her a very unloyal lady.
Call her a garden tool.
Very unloyal
I
lady.
got you 2 guys.
Yeah.
I got you 2 guys. I got you two reasons they can win.
Okay. Any given Sunday.
And
Power of prayer.
the power of prayer.
Okay, let's just deal with Shotty just for a second. He's supposed to believe that.
Yes.
He's not supposed to or have to say that.
I agree.
And publicly. And we love Shotty because he went to press conference because he would say things like that. But you keep saying things like that, then you kind of get tied to that.
You writing them checks that somebody else got to pay
the other
for.
Day he said, Michael, who? I mean, why you don't need to do that?
We're having fun.
Okay, that's fine. Let's have fun.
You
the head coach, I'm just saying though, let's be honest. You don't have Micah and CeeDee. You don't have CeeDee. You don't have Mike either. You don't have Booker. Yeah. You're down 2 offensive linemen. We believe we can beat them with what?
Clarence,
what talent?
If us 3 were on the Titanic, we'd have to time travel. But if we were on the Titanic when it hit that iceberg and it was going down, they weren't going to put us on any.
Well,
we were going down.
They
wouldn't put us on the boat.
Well, I would have been poor. They weren't going to let me on either. They wouldn't let any of us on the boat. I'm front twerking with that violin player till we go down. So I don't care how bad it's going. Shotty's going to go do the press conference. The worst press conferences of all time were Jason Garrett. Oh, he's a good. Like they would ask Jason Garrett about, Micah Parsons. What are you going to do there? He's been a hell of a player in this league for a long time. They got a lot of respect for the way he plays. Yeah. He goes about it the right way.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't want to do it. Like go ahead, dude. Say what you feel. And it's a must-lie situation. You have to say, yes, of course we think we can win the game. We think we can.
Well, you don't have to say it. You can believe. You have to believe it. You're supposed to believe it. You don't have to come out there and say it.
What was the question? Like, what got him there? Surely
it wasn't asked, do you think you can win?
Okay.
He just volunteered it.
He can't say, well, look.
He wasn't asked that.
Although
he was asked about the problems on defense.
That'll be funny.
He asked the changes. He was not specifically asked, hey, you going to win the game Sunday? I believe we can win without, he didn't have to answer it that way. And my fear is that going back to training camp with all the vibes and the aura and the clown show of getting excited and doing whatever they were doing and riding the horse, hobby horse and stuff before practice. If they get blown out, they lose to the Jets, they lose to Carolina, and they're in the midst of a long losing streak. All this stuff you're saying, all things going to be doing, people going to bring that back up and say, see, it does matter.
It doesn't matter.
It goes to your credit. It's going to be a mark against your credibility. When you keep saying things like that and then you don't, as you say, you write a check that you can't cash. If you don't cash those checks, it's going to go to your credibility.
I do wonder how it would play because I would be entertained by it. We had the first just incredibly honest head coach in football history. Whatever he's asked about, if he just said, look, here's the thing. We can't stop y'all. Like, Clarence, if you took a shotgun snap and threw a bomb to Machota, nobody would be covering him. So the odds of us winning this game are 0. We can't because we're hurt, because Jerry traded our best player, and now he's on the other team. Like, we can't win this game. We can't block them. We can't cover them. We can't pass rush. We can't do anything. How are we going to win a game? How does that go in the locker room? And when somebody says, Coach, why did you? Be like, because I watch you play.
That's some honesty for your tail right there. But,
that's tough love.
That is funny. And here's the thing. He's saying that somewhere. And maybe it's pillow talk. Maybe it's him and his old lady, they laying down the night in the bed, and he's saying that to her like, babe, we ain't got it this week. I can't, because there's a lot of honesty that goes on in the locker room, in the meeting room. There is.
Right.
Remember a year or two ago when Dak was on the sideline and the camera's panning
that was
him.
last year, dog.
Was it last year?
That was last year.
And the camera pan-
It feels like it was a long time ago.
And
He
the
said,
camera
"We-
panned to him, and he said, "We effing suck." That he meant that. Like he meant that as a whole. He's saying that because I'm a part of this too.
Right.
So there is more honesty
He
that
also
goes.
said jump off if you want to, and you jumped off.
And you shouldn't have done that. 'Cause you hurt yourself.
I did hurt my wrist.
Yeah, I'm not saying you shouldn't have because you shouldn't have. You should
Right.
have because you hurt yourself.
But like there is, believe it or not, like there is honesty that is shared amongst people in the locker rooms. And I'm sure that there's coaches that share a level of honesty in the meetings. Like, look at this crap show. Like they say that. I'm sure I've been in these locker rooms. I hear the conversations that we had as a whole, and you go up, you're like, man, we about whoa. And you know it. And you know it.
But then you go to the podium and you
can't.
say, I believe in
You
my
can't.
guys and we can
Yes.
win this game.
Yes.
Like he did
Yes.
what he's supposed to do.
And Dak will do that, and the rest of the guys will come up there and they'll go, listen, we play like they put their pants on just like us, one pants at a time. We're going to go out there. You know, we have players too that get paid and all that other kind of stuff. Like that is what it is. So
Path to beating the Packers. Is it possible? Yes.
Because the football is a lady you can't trust.
Well, because any given Sunday,
the
because the
football's a
power
garden.
of prayer,
Football's a garden too.
and
according to
because
Jesse Holley.
it's unfaithful.
you can look at their last game, and I think you can look at the Cowboys in totality. And what I'm asking of the Cowboys to show improvement in week 4 over the first 3, it's not a big ask to say to a professional football player, hey, know what the call was and like go to where you're supposed to be. Like that's the bar for this defense to be way better, is realize what was called and go kind of do your job. And if you could do that, we'd be 5 times better on defense. Because right now we can't do that. We called cover 2. So 2 of us are going to go back there. We called cover 1. So I'm going to go backwards.
According to Shotty, some of the problem is they are communicating, but that's pre-snap. And then when the guy goes in motion, which changes the coverage or changes your assignments.
I will fight Matt Eberflus. Going in motion breaks us.
When they start doing some different things, and then everybody's not on the same page of what they're supposed to do afterwards.
Well, that's good because motion's really rare, so that won't happen often.
And so you got guys jumping things and doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. It's a problem.
And this is the part when we hear, oh, we need to simplify things.
They're
Well, now
simplifying.
simplifying things means go and stand right where you're supposed to be. And now an offensive coordinator and a quarterback can go, oh,
All right.
they're in cover 1.
Cool.
They're in cover 2. They're in cover 3.
And
here are the answers to those questions of that test. Bing, 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 bing. As we move, like that's where the Cowboys are getting to.
Right.
If you can't adjust from where you were pre-snap to what is shown to you post-snap in the National Football League, you are in a world of trouble. And we're going to start, because we're in this is week 4. If there's another, like if we go out week 4 this Sunday and there's another 2 blown assignments for big plays, it'll start with the coordinator loses, an assistant coach loses the job, then a coordinator will lose his job. And Jerry won't do it because that's just how,
No.
I'm not saying that Shot is going to lose his job, but this thing has to find, if you start getting into the world of Jets and Panthers losses, because again, this loss, if it happens to the Green Bay Packers, like you don't get 2 losses.
No,
Most people considered this a loss when the schedules came out. Packers are 5-0 at AT&T Stadium. Like most people consider that. So you don't lose twice.
But potentially this game could be demoralizing. And
I don't know if it wasn't going to be I don't know if that wasn't going to be the case from the start.
We're on the outside and we already believe, but inside,
if it's 38-6,
it can be demoralizing. It can. Then it's 2 straight losses. Then you go into the Jets on the road. There's not going to be a lot of good feeling inside.
Right.
And so I know theoretically, yes, don't let one loss beat you twice. But if this gets ugly and with all the stuff surrounding this game and you left your best player and all that stuff, it can get demoralizing.
I think the Bears makes this
Yeah.
If they lose.
If they beat the Bears, it's not the same level of urgency.
Right.
But you lose and you get blown out by the Bears, and you lose your
Yeah.
best offensive weapon in that game. Yeah.
Kenny Clark revenge game.
Let's go.
Everybody talking about Micah Parsons
We
against the
talked about
Cowboys.
that.
What about Kenny Clark against the Packers? You know? Kenny Clark against the Packers, about 3 sacks.
And it's a team that drafted him, and he was blindsided by the trade because he thought he was a foundational piece. He was asked yesterday before we get out of here, does he feel like a forgotten piece? Forgotten player in the trade. That player to be named later.
You're a Pro Bowler who got traded.
Ain't nobody talking about Kenny
No.
against his former team. And he said he's had some conversation with his former teammates. And, this game, he says the right things. I just want to win. I'm here to win. This is 1 of 17 for me. But, yeah, he got relationships there. He was shocked and blindsided by the trade. I knew they were looking at Micah Parsons. I didn't think it was going to be me.
I thought I was going to win the Super Bowl with Micah Parsons. Coming up next on the DLS Cowboys podcast, Jadaveon Clowney should be good to go this week. He talked Cowboys pass rush. Chill's got the scoop. It's next.
One thing I love about the life that I live, I live a very good life.
Yeah.
Spontaneous life. I get to go and
Good
do
life.
good things with good people. And I look good on my way to doing it.
Oh, do you?
I do. I look good on my way to doing it. And one of the reasons why and how you can look good doing anything that you may do the end of this summer or this fall is to put yourself in a good Mac Weldon shirt. Mac Weldon.
I'd go Weldon if I were you.
Weldon?
Yeah,
Weldon.
That's what I would go with. Yeah.
I went from, was it Weldon? Just keep going. Mac Weldon. From the gym to workout night, some adventures. You want your clothes to feel comfortable anywhere you go. Head on over to Mac Weldon and use the promo code DLLS and get 25%
I
off.
look good. I just don't read good.
I look good and I don't read good sometimes. Sometimes these things get the best of me. So, hey, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, maybe you might read good. Head on over and get 25% off your first order using the promo code DLLS.
Make sure you save good.
Save good.
Make sure you save good
And look good.
Keep an eye on your monies because your chickens are important. In this
Chickens
world,
are important.
I'm not the best with my chicken. Fortunately, I'm a wealthy housewife and I just make more. But my friends at Monarch Money, I do have my financial command center, and it basically tells me over and over again. I look at it and it's like, here's what you're not doing with your 401k. Oh, look, you bought more Fireball. Like, you need to get a handle on your finances, and our friends at Monarch Money are the best in the business. You get everything on one clean interface. All your stuff is right there, and they can get you squared away. They can help you out if you just let them, Jeff. Monarch Money is incredible. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code DLLS at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com, code DLLS. It is the DLS Cowboys podcast. Scoops is here. Scoops. It is 2 scoops.
Okay.
Hunter's got 2 scoops.
Scoop it out.
That's something we talked about last week. I talked to Jaden Blue last week, and he said, I'm probably good to go. I mean, I hope to play against Chicago, but
Here you go.
he's moving. I hope to play against Chicago, but Green Bay for sure. And Green Bay for sure. And you look at this game, certainly without CeeDee, and outside of the one-run, Miles is giving the Cowboys nothing, right? So you need some juice in this offense. And maybe Blue can be the change of pace. You don't have to use CeeDee in the backfield on a running play to get some explosiveness. You can use Blue in the backfield to get some explosiveness. You don't have to hurt your best option by running in the backfield when you got Williams going well. It'd be different if Williams was struggling. It'd be different if the running game was struggling. Then you say, well, we need some juice in the backfield because the running game is struggling. But Williams has been running well. Why we need to do this, right? But if you want to do it, you want to continue to do it.
I mean, the Bears didn't need to run flea flicker. But you're like, I got this.
No, that's Ben Johnson.
I'm going to run this.
Going back to Detroit, they like to trick the Cowboys. I mean, come on. Has he been tricking the Cowboys since tricking was tricking, right? But so there's an option. I think that this is an ideal time. It's getting urgent for the Cowboys. We talked about that. And so without CeeDee, certainly you don't have Booker. You're down 2 offensive linemen. You need some big plays. We love that Ferguson is leading the league in receptions, or leading tight end in receptions.
Oh, great.
We need big plays to get down. We need some big chunks.
This the game. I'm Jaden Blue. Do I want to come back this game? And I know you want to play every game. I get that part. But sometimes you look up.
Chip Michael. He might have chip. Can
sometimes,
you chip?
I mean, they're still professional players, right? Like, you can know that the other team is better than you and that you should lose the game, but doesn't it make you more want to be the dude that changes it?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. I just try to pretend that my professional athletes have a different brain than mine.
Yeah.
And that it wouldn't be like, oh, we getting rolled today. And that it would be like, come get some.
No, it's not that we're getting rolled today, but again, you have to go out and you look and you go, man, I'm down my center. I'm down my right guard. My 2 tackles aren't the best.
Hoffman hadn't been bad.
And now I'm supposed to go in here and help. Like there has to be a level of optimism and a level of reality.
How about this? Let's make it personal. We're not asking to have 20 carries. Okay, we're not asking to go for 150 yards. We asked him to go 7-7 with the game on the line. Get out there, you ask him to make a play, it's crucial time.
Well, you want to go 78.
Well,
right?
7-7, say I was trying to make it plain. Sometimes,
75.
you can
fine.
be.
It win the game. But I'd love
to
not
the
have
third
to
or
kick.
fourth. What number were you in the receiver pecking order at that time?
4.
You was 4.
4.
Were you 4?
5.
Okay.
I just trying to be the 5. I was 5.
I'm saying, generally, when the fifth receiver comes out there, you don't expect big plays.
Not neither did they. Clearly, that's why I got it wide open.
You know what I'm
That's why I
saying?
needed to get one play in the lead.
So I'm just saying,
He would have walked over to the tight end. I'm doing like this.
But I'm also realistic in understanding that, like, I'll give you an example. Like, in the huddle before that play, a series before that play,
Yeah.
we had already were down Des Bryant.
Right.
Miles Austin looks at me in the huddle and go, dog, I'm shot. I can't run. And
You're like, yes.
No.
Oh.
My response to him, because I'm a realist, my response to Miles Austin literally was like, what? I said to him, dog, if we don't have you or Dez,
What we going to do?
we don't have a shot. That's literally what I said to him.
You didn't think, I got it.
on,
Put
guys.
this cape on.
I'm real. I'm a realist.
Yeah, but
Come say
Jaden Blue
today.
thinks he's got it.
I'm a realist. I
you
knew
was-
if I had to go out there and
That was
play
your-
70 snaps, we're probably not gonna do well. I'm a piece.
But that was your second rookie year.
I'm a
Second,
piece.
third rookie year.
I would have thought that my first rookie year.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to say, this man, how many rookies you have? He's the only one that about 2 rookie years, okay?
I just want Jaden Blue to play. And I do want, you know what, Clarence? I want you to clarify something for me.
Clarify.
Like, what he said and how he said it. Because when we were first talking about it, it sounded like you were like, oh, yeah, I should be ready this week. And I'm like, wait, did he not think he was ready? Like, does he know he hasn't been a good enough professional? Is he not comfortable? Or is it he's thinking that they might give him his shot this week?
I think more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think, he was ready. Everybody's ready to play. It was like Clowney was ready to play.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what the Cowboys want.
Yeah, you're always like players are ready to play. Like players play.
Because he wasn't injured. He was ready to play, but he said if not this week, then based on I'm sure at that point it was like based on the game plan and you kind of know. He said not this then
He'll let me out of timeout.
Yeah.
Stop being grounded
I
this
think
week.
that's more what it was. But hey, you got to throw something against the wall at this point, and the offense without I keep moving with my arm.
You need to turn that
I
dial
need some- I
maybe
need
and
some.
stop it from turning. Maybe tighten that up a little bit. Hit
Hey.
this little circuit. Maybe the dial on the side. That's the one. Yeah, tighten that up for Clarence. There you go.
Anyway, so again, they need more firepower for sure. And that's the sad part about it. We thought they were going to lose going to the game, but if they had a chance, it was because of the offense, because of Dak, and because of CeeDee. That's their fighting chance in any game. It was a home run hitting contest, and I think that like against the Giants, they won that home run hitting contest. Most games going to have to be a home run hitting contest because of your defense. And can you keep up? Can you keep up with the firepower?
But you won't have Aaron Judge this.
That's my point.
That's
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Go
That's
to
my point.
Giancarlo Stanton.
That's what I'm saying.
a
So
little
that
bit
the
more.
hope was that if they had a chance to games because they could outscore people. Without CeeDee, that takes it down a notch. So you got to do things to supplement your offense and get some big plays back in the offense. I think Blue is certainly an option for that.
Yeah.
That's one scoop.
Well, yeah, we talked to Clowney yesterday. Clowney was ready to go. He said he was ready to play last week, even though he had only practiced twice. He was ready to go. They thought he was going to go. They they told him they had a chance, so he warmed up before the game with the idea that he was going to play, and then he was down. And so there was a question about who's going to be down last week, whether it was probably Clowney or Diggs, and we'll talk about that later. But certainly Diggs was up and Clowney was down. But he feels, and they're all saying he's good to go this week. He finally practiced in pads on Wednesday for the first time since the end of last season. So I knocked some dust off. All he did was play with his kids, since May. And he hasn't been in pads.
He's been on a good diet too.
He's been on the pad.
Pescatarian?
He's been a skinny guy for a behemoth defensive end. As he came out of South Carolina, he has a Slim Reaper type build.
I saw you post a picture of Clowney, and then I saw Jesse share the picture of Clowney and say, "I thought CeeDee was hurt," and he does. He looks like he's built like CeeDee. It's got to be an optical illusion. Because I did go back and watch. Like, I watched Clowney last year when the Cowboys signed him. So I wanted to watch him play. And he was still a good player. He was skinny then. I was like, man, that's a thin-looking edge guy. And then I saw the picture you took, and I'm like, man, he might have lost 15 more.
Yeah.
Like, is he about to go out there at 240?
Listen.
Or is it an optical illusion?
And I'm going to be honest with you, for a guy who's 33 years old and been in the league for this long, for him still to have a slender build is either great genetics or a testament to how he takes care of his body in the offseason.
Or he thought he was retired and he hadn't touched a weight.
No, usually you blow up.
It take more than two.
Usually you kind of blow up. You get, you blow normally, and he's a Southern dude too. You know what I'm saying? He dips like you, so
Lyman thinned down. Oh, that's how people stay skinny, by the way, dipping.
They dip, but he likes fried chicken.
You dip instead of eating. Like,
but you dip and go get Popeyes
because they get off some of the stuff to help them buck up when they retire.
They go get the stomach surgery.
No,
they go get their
tummy tuck to help them buck up. So the thing about Clown, I talked to Clown. He said that when I asked him what his strength was, he said my speed, my quickness, my power, but also he said he had he's instinctive.
Yeah.
Some instinctiveness. That's the best thing he does is instincts. He says, I'm an instinctive player. I'm aggressive. I got speed. I got power, but I'm also instinctive. That's kind of how D-Law was. He was very instinctive, especially to stop the run. And Clown is to be his size, he's very good against the run. And certainly he's a capable pass rusher. So he said I could have helped him last week. He was, chomping at the bit to help them last week. He believes he can help them this week. One thing that he brings to the table is not only his ability on the field, but his knowledge. And he talked about the young guys. He talked about the pass rush that did not get to the quarterback at all, against the Bears. He said they didn't finish their rushes. He watched them and said they didn't finish their rushes. And I think they gave up too early. That's something that he can, offer to these young guys. When he told them, you got to finish. You can't just have a good move and get off, but you don't finish your rush. Is one thing he noticed that they did not finish their rushes.
Maybe he can help them start their rushes too. And I'm serious because I do feel like on a lot of them they don't, and I do think on some of them they're being told to. Like we are controlling a gap, a lane, like we're not just teeing off. But there are just so many rushes from this team that are real boring. And Jesse, the ones I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I could just run into you and it'll work out. Like, that's not a pass rush plan.
Right.
I hope Clowney can help him with the start, too, where it's like, hey, when you're coming off the ball, do you know what you're trying to do to that guy?
And how to set a guy up.
Right. Is your plan to go down the middle? Because that's not a good plan.
They're
320.
Right.
You're going
to lose that battle.
You
Just
250.
about every – unless you're Nick Bosa or Myles Garrett, the guys who are 280 plus and just beast.
Yeah.
And even those guys,
and they're scared of you doing other things.
As well.
Right. It's like, oh, God.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're not afraid of you doing anything else.
I got a question for you guys. We talk about vibes and shoddy and culture and compete. Zion Trill just competed very well at training camp, right?
Well, he was mad at you during the show.
I know. Yeah. I don't know if that's Zion. I didn't really talk to him at training camp. He competed very well at training camp, right? When it came to start the season, we're going to trade for a guy we know.
Yeah.
Even though Zion Williams was good at slot corner, coming up there doing those things that Reddy's doing, we're going to trade for. Is that demoralizing? You bust your butt in training camp. You flash. I'm doing what you say. It's about competition. When I'm competing,
I'll handle
and then when it's time to
the
build the roster,
situation,
he was active the last couple weeks, but he didn't play a snap. And so he got snatched off the practice squad for Houston Texans because they want to play him.
Yeah.
You know, but is that demoralizing? You keep talking about competing. I've competed, and I still ain't getting my shot.
That's a great question, Clarence. And in my experiences scrapping and clawing to make an NFL roster, I'm going to ask Jesse his thoughts.
It's very demoralizing. It is. It absolutely is demoralizing. It's frustrating because you tell me one thing, you tell the media one thing, and I'm showing you every single day that I'm doing everything you asked me to do, and it's still not good enough. You go and get other players, you go and not give me my shot. It is very demoralizing, and that's why. And even if you go back, sometimes we look at social media. Once Zion put out there about him going to the Texans,
right?
Old Trayshawn Holden kind of put another little quote tweet on top of that one.
Yeah,
it was saying like, hello, like basically saying
come get me,
like we out here working, but we ain't really getting the shot that y'all say that or we think we should get.
Right.
But the hard work pays off, and for him, it paid off for him going to the Houston Texans and being activated, and it will probably be activated for the next couple of weeks until they find either he sticks there or they find somewhere else. But yeah, it's very, very frustrating and demoralizing from a player's perspective that you do everything you say, and you guys say that you're going to give me an opportunity, and it never happens.
And I brought it up because with CeeDee down, everybody's all the fan. Everybody loved Trayshawn Holden, the darling of training camp. Of course, nobody else wanted him when he got cut, and still nobody else assigned him. But is this an opportunity for him, a receiver?
Flournoy up. Mingo's not back. Maybe. Is he run down on kickoff?
I don't know.
They may run with 4 receivers. They may run with 4.
We'll let Flournoy run down on kickoff. We'll let Trayvon, do that magic, when it's time to catch the ball.
Play Trayshawn at receiver over Ryan Flournoy.
I'm just
Coming up next on the DLS Cowboys podcast, No Ball Better University with Jesse Holley. Let's get ready for Micah Parsons against these Dallas Cowboy offensive tackles is next.
Big brothers and big sisters, they need your help. We are advocates for the Big Brothers and Big Sisters program, but we need your help. Just like you support us each and every day by tuning into this show, I need you guys to go and sign up to be a big. These littles all across the country, specifically here in the DFW area, they need you. They need that good mentorship, and mentorship can change the course of a young person's life. So here's how you can help. All you got to do is head on over to bbs.org/allcity and get signed up today. Start taking the steps to become and help some of these young people in the world today. I know as a youngster growing up, there were mentors in my life that, helped me get to the places that I want to go. For me, it was sports. But there were so many people along the way that had they not been there for me, had they not given me the mentorship and the love and support that I needed, I wouldn't have made it to where I was supposed to. So they need your help at Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So head on over to bbs.org/allcity and sign up to be a big today.
Hard to look good in these helmets. So tall.
You need to have like the suspenders and no shirt on.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get that.
Or the safety vest.
Next segment.
Gotcha.
Also want to encourage you guys to join our supporters club on YouTube. It's right there on the main page. You can just hit join and get all squared away with that. It is for the psychos out there. You want to support us in the biggest way possible. Join Nux as a member of the supporters club. I'd like to see Nux text into the show. That's the little foam finger guy. Very Texan of him there with the red and the white and the blue and the little star. He's very
America.
Very Texan Nux. What you get when you sign up to be a part of the supporters club is you get access to exclusive emojis and more. You can see the emojis right there. The little bing bong, the brow, 88. Honestly, I don't know what the one with the little cowboy hat on is. Cowboy.
It's a cowboy.
But you get the pop-pop.
Yeah.
Pop-pop's nice. You need the pop-pop. So there's that. It is the DLS Cowboys podcast, and it's time to step inside the classroom. We're going to stop by the KBBU, No Ball Better University with Jesse Holley.
Let's go. Class is now in session. If you're one of the good students, come on up to the front of the classroom and be present. All right, so we're going to get into this thing right now. The Cowboys are taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Look at Dorrance.
And as you know, Micah Parsons on that team.
He is on that team.
And so we are looking at how the Cowboys offensive line, what they will be facing, and the pressures that Micah Parsons and company brings to this game. It's going to be one of the games where you need your offensive line to play the absolute best. So let's start breaking this thing down a little bit. John, let's go to the tape. All right, look, this is the front that you have right here. You see the Washington Commanders. They are in a 4 wide receiver set one back in the backfield right there, right? So that strength to this side would be to the left-hand side if you're looking at this picture because they don't have any tight ends. So the back will distinguish the strength of this formation. Let's go to the next picture. Now, look, there he is. That's the guy.
Okay, we got Terrence Steele out there. We're ready.
Micah Parsons. Now, here's what the Green Bay Packers.
Why you got to be in a star, man? Why you got to put Mike in a star?
Yeah, why couldn't you circle him and put him inside of cheese? Why he's going to be a star?
Why you got to be a
we
star?
don't have the cheese logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't have the cheese logo.
Couldn't have a whole wheel of cheese.
Yeah,
on his
no,
foot?
we don't have that. But what we want to show right here is Micah Parsons, and we're going to get back to Micah Parsons, but I want to show you how the Green Bay Packers are using these different fronts to get Micah Parsons matched up one-on-one so that he's able to go out there and take advantage of the tackles with no help from a back, no help from a guard, or anyone else on the offensive line. So when you look at this thing right here, this is what we're going to call, so the Green Bay Packers, normally they work a lot of their 4-3 defense. A lot of time they work a lot in the over fronts and under fronts. But off the over and under front, you have what you have called a load front or a boss front, is where they're moving those bigger players to one side of the formation. I just wanted to show you kind of the shades of where these defensive linemen are in this particular picture. It's kind of shaded a little bit to the eye side of the center. You have that other defensive tackle way outside and kind of almost in that 3. And then you have the wide, you can call it a 5 or a 9, but you have that shade way outside. So what does that do to the offensive line when you look at this thing? And then you have, go back one, you have the linebacker on the backside right there mugged up into that gap right over top of the guard.
And that's Edgerrin Cooper, and he's one of the best blitzers in the league.
Absolutely. So what does that now mean for what the offensive line want to do? The Green Bay Packers now, for the way that they're set up in this load or boss front, what that now does, they have now dictated to the offense how you will block us, okay? Because now we've shown you that you got 5 guys, we got 5 guys. You see the center right there where that arrow's pointing? You see him pointing out to the left? He's letting the left side of the line know, hey, the big side, the load side is over here. We're going that way, which means he has the guy right over top of him. That guard now has to push all the way outside to the guy that's lined up over the tackle, and that tackle got to go way outside to guard Rashawn Gary. And see how that distance, that's where you kind of have to work in space. Good tackles are able to work in that space. You call them dancing bears. But those that aren't, whew, that's a whole lot of space to have to cover with a guy like that. That back will chip. Now, that linebacker, because he has walked up into that gap and he's mugged over top of that guard now has to play him as he's coming as a rusher. Yeah. It's 5-on-5, which ultimately means your right tackle now has to push out to Micah Parsons. There's nobody to help. There's no help for that right tackle on Micah Parsons because of the way that the Green Bay Packers front and this boss or this low front that they're running, the back is chipping and going out into a route. So they have now dictated. We're going to look at this left side. So now center, he's guarding the guy over top of him. Guard has to kick all the way out. And I told you, this left tackle, that is so much distance he has to cover. Now, what Rashawn Gary, you have to understand, he has speed, he has power, he has movement. Oh, by the way, we're focusing, looking at and talking about Micah Parsons, but Rashawn Gary right now, as of today, leads the National Football League in sacks with 4.5 sacks.
So the guy opposite Parsons.
The guy opposite guys,
huh?
yeah, go figure. So see that space. So now the tackle has to keep in his mind, how do I close that space, but also maintain my width at the same time while I have this guy rushing at me? And you see Rashawn Gary taking that up the field approach, and now he has to kick all the way out there, which now makes him very susceptible.
72 is already beat.
Yeah, don't get there. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead. No,
this is one step.
Listen, you're a good student. Don't become the teacher right now.
The crossover, man.
Listen, we're on the left side right now. We're on the left side right now.
Side.
That left tackle has to kick all the way out there to guard that defensive end. What does that do? Because the guard now, left guard is occupied, is created that space for that up and under move that he'll use on this particular left tackle. All right, now we move forward. Now, my well done student, we go to the right side. I already told you where the center, the left guard, and the right guard, where they have to block. The right guard now will be occupied right there on that defender. The left the right tackle
Our right
is
tackle's
now
ready for this.
one-on-one with Micah Parsons. The first thing that you know and you respect about Micah Parsons is what? Speed.
He's fast.
Speed. And so Micah used the up and under move or the crossover move, a little bit of an AI.
Right.
And now what I want you to see is go to the next step. Now, look at this right here, okay? The reason why I circled the feet, because that tackle understands that I have to kick out because of the speed of Micah Parsons. Well, Micah Parsons has already made his one step up the field with speed. His foot is planted already in the ground. Look at the tackle's foot.
You can't move
It's
until
still in the air.
He's still going that way.
He still has to go out. So Micah has already begun to transition back underneath while this right tackle hasn't even planted his foot on the outside. You already know right now he's whooped. This game is over. Now, normally what you would like to have is you'll hear sometimes, hey, my guard can give me a half a body or half a man or arm, something on the inside to deter him. The linebacker doesn't even come. He's just occupying the attention of the right guard in this boss or load front, just so that he can't go over and help the right tackle while Micah Parsons is doing what he's doing. Now, that right tackle has yet to get his full foot on the ground. Micah has already begun his descension to the quarterback.
Oh, there's a hold.
Yeah, well, you already can see what's going to happen right here. Micah swims through. All he has is an arm to go out there. Like a really strong running back, you can't arm tackle a good running back. Well, guess what? You can't arm block a really good defensive end. And what I want you to see is this. You want to talk about a route already being over? Micah Parsons has cleared the right tackle. I want you to look at the vision of Jaden Daniels. He's looking downfield. The receiver up top for the Commanders.
He ain't looking for a ball.
He ain't looking for a ball.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels see that, oh my God, Micah Parsons is already beat my right tackle. You think this play has a chance to being completed? Absolutely not. You watch Micah Parsons go through there. You see the right tackle. He might get a little, he's trying to grab a little bit of junk right there. It doesn't matter. Micah Parsons has already beat him. Now look at the plays down the field, right? Look at the plays down the field. That receiver at the top is not open. Debo Samuel's not open. And even if they were, Micah Parsons has already beat the the offensive tackle, and Jaden Daniels is running for his life. Oh yeah, remember how they worked on the right hand, the left hand side? Well, now look, here he comes, and they're having a meeting at the quarterback. The ref, good arm right there. The best throw that was able to be made on this particular play is from the official throwing this holding flag already, because this play is absolutely cooked. And they have a meeting at the quarterback with Jaden Daniels, and they bring him down for a sack. Now, here's what I want you to see. Here's where you don't want to be right now if you're a Commander's offensive lineman, right?
Oh, three down. No,
so now you have 1, 2, 3 guys that are in Packer uniforms on top of Jaden Daniels. Their right guard, I don't know what he's doing, but 2 pumps in the National Football League will get you a flag every single time. So he's down there on whatever yard line that is, and he's got a little pump action on the ground.
That's up dog.
Yes, and then now you have your other player, offensive lineman. He's looking back like on the one knee, like, damn, dog, my bad, Jaden. Then you have your other 2 offensive linemen trying to run in to get guys off them. Maybe you guys should have tried blocking these guys. And then you have a meeting at the quarterback right there. So one of the things that this Green Bay Packers defensive line want to do, they'll run a boss or load front where they're shading guys over at the 1, the 3, and the 5 or the wide 9. They're kind of like an overload, and they're creating this matchup where the Cowboys don't want to be. You don't want to find yourself in third down or definite passing down, because they get into this type of front, and now you don't have enough guys to block or at least double team, and they dictate how or who gets the guy that's going to be able to create these matchups. And in this particular play, it's Micah Parsons, and he gets a chance to go one-on-one. And I don't give a damn who the tackle is. Most tackles one-on-one with Micah Parsons enough times throughout the day will end up on the wrong side of that, especially our tackles here at the Cowboys. So if they're going to do that and look at our tackles here and what the pressures look like coming from these guys this particular season, you don't want to find yourself in third and long. So the Cowboys have to run the ball efficiently, effectively on first and second downs, because if you get into these definite passing downs, The Green Bay Packers will load this thing up in a loader boss front, and they will get the matchup that they want, whether it's Rashawn Gary or whether it's Micah Parsons on your tackles, and it will be a meeting at the quarterback for those defensive players.
Dronos has an important question.
I don't know that.
Is no ball better university and HBCU?
I know you're going to see that.
We are an equal opportunity university. We are learning.
HBCUs are as well.
Yeah, I saw a white punter at one of them.
We are a learning university.
Okay.
We don't discriminate. We are what do they call the
I don't know.
what do they call the
Y'all integrated?
what do they call my university? What's North Carolina? It's called
PWI.
A PWI.
What is that?
A predominantly white institution. Okay. We are a combination. We are a PWI and we're at HBCU. We want everybody. I don't care what places y'all get y'all information from. Ain't nobody breaking it down for y'all like that. It's just not happening that way, man.
It is great information.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's a perfect illustration of what I've been saying all along.
How did this
Don't get rid of Micah Parsons.
How did this become about you and no ball better university?
Jesse just showed you what I've been saying.
No. He put it in.
I've been saying.
Don't get rid of Micah Parsons to make your defense better. Get him some dogs to run with him. Okay, you see, he got some dogs to run with him.
Austin and Special K, they're calling me out.
Yeah, I know.
He said it's not an HBCU because Jesse only recruits white quarterbacks. I do like my quarterback to be of the Caucasian type and white linebackers.
All I'm saying is get Micah some help, and that's why what Green Bay did, you got Edgerrin Cooper, you got difference makers.
You know what's about to happen? Rashawn Gary's about to have 20 sacks.
He's about to go.
He's about to get a $40 million contract somewhere, and then he's going to have 7 sacks.
Yeah.
Because he ain't going to have that dude next to him.
That's fine. Are they going to win at the end of this year? You know,
Green Bay?
Yeah,
Probably.
Get somebody around with.
Class is now dismissed.
Okay. Coming up next on the DLS Cowboys podcast, I actually got a little Recky Specky for you.
Ooh.
I got a couple of names to throw out that I think could help the Cowboys, maybe, and I'll ask you about it. It's next on the DLS Cowboys podcast. I want you to sign up to be a diehard, too. We're going to pop a QR code on the screen for you. I don't understand how QR codes work. This is crazy. I mean, I guess there's so many little dots and shapes that you could make so many different combinations that it's just easy to make them unique. But the QR code creeps me out. I just want you to know. But it'll work to help you sign up to be a diehard. And when you do that on all DLLS, or if you're on YouTube, you can use that QR code. When you do that, you can sign up to be a diehard, and what they get you is the hookup. If you go to our website, alldlls.com, it becomes ad-free. You get access to our diehard level content, which is important. Things that Clarence is writing about, things that somebody for each of your favorite pro teams is writing about. You also, when you sign up, get a free T-shirt. Look at that. 88 Club here in a couple weeks when CeeDee comes back and goes for about 215 and 3 tutties. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice.
Got stories on Clowney and Kenny Clark today. Ali has some on Kenny Clark. I have some on Clowney.
Who do you think wrote the better article today?
We're not doing this. I mean, why do we? I did. How about that?
That's all I'm asking.
I mean, but it's not a.
all I'm asking.
We're on the same team,
right? But after the Cowboy game, we're not going to say everybody played the same. We're going to be like, yeah, I was the best.
We only play the hits around
You're the
here.
best beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, and Ali is hanging out under your wing.
Or is it like they said in the summertime? We 1A and 1B. We got 2 number 1 wide receivers.
Are you trying to hold him down?
I would never hold Ali down.
Are you CeeDee or George Pickens? Are you CeeDee and he's George Pickens, or are you George Pickens and he's CeeDee?
Are you Steele and he's
He's
Guyton?
more like Trayshawn Holden right now. We're trying to get him on. We're trying to get him some reps, get him on the field. We're trying to get him some reps. He got the potential.
Yeah.
He got the potential. We're trying to listen. Everybody started
You
somewhere.
Micah, or are you the right tackle?
Yeah, are you
Which one are you?
Okay.
Yeah, who are you? Man.
He said Ali's the right guard. The one who ended up doing the 2 pumps.
Damn.
Sign up to
get
be
the
a
man some
diehard,
reps.
or else, which is not a threat. It is the DLS Cowboys podcast. I know we had a couple of super chats throughout the show. Let me knock those things out if you don't mind, John. Just knock them a couple of things out. A guy named D, not going to get me. Is cover 1 not just man coverage with a deep safety playing a middle third? I hear people talk like it's a zone coverage. Well, no. The safety's in the zone. The zone's called way back there. Cover everything. And, yeah, it is man coverage. Because by definition, if other people had deep, well, now you're in cover 3, 4, or 2. He's the only one back there. You're playing man underneath. Vance is in the super chat. I'm betting young Jeff would have been very popular with the ladies at an HB. What do you guys think? I don't think that's accurate.
I do. You have a nice look to you.
I don't know what that means. But
No, you're not a weird looking
Listen.
white dude.
Jeff is like Baskin Robbins. He's tasted all the flavors. Okay,
Like you're not a weird looking white dude. That
He's tasted all the
that would
flavors
scare
of
black
Baskin
girls
Robbins.
off.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're a weird looking white dude, black girls are gonna be like, ew. But you have a good look to you.
I have a history with those with melanin a little bit.
Yeah, no. You have
He's tasted all the flavors.
you have a good enough look
not just those with melanin.
Thanks.
that you would be able to.
You're also a handsome man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I don't want the non-melanin ones though. You don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
I love them all.
Gotta be racist.
That's not racist. It's preference.
Fair.
Wasn't me, dog.
Number one. I got two names to throw at you guys real quick. Did y'all see that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson got released?
Yes.
Who?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Who that?
He's a safety that was playing in Houston.
And where did he play before
That was
that?
his fifth or sixth team.
Where did he play before that?
He was in Philly at one point.
He won a title with Philly last year,
Uh-huh.
didn't he?
Yeah. And then they didn't care. They're like,
Gotta run him
you
out.
can go now.
Yeah.
So Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is a safety, and he's a good player. He's a good player. But, boy, he wears his welcome out in about 2 seconds everywhere that he goes. I was reading the D'Amico Ryans quotes about his release, and it was basically like, I just have to do the right thing for my team, and it's up to me. They depend on me to make the right decisions, and this is the right decision. And he wouldn't say anything else, really. So he's basically just saying, that guy sucks in the locker room. Like, he's not a teammate.
He's one of the guys where he's a Clarence Hill of filter. He has no filter.
He was
That's not
voted.
true. I don't say everything that comes on my mind.
You just
guarantee
tweet
I don't tweet everything that comes on my mind.
Yeah, it does actually filter some. I mean, not much.
Not
He will
much.
say way more than he should, but
I don't tweet
I've seen at
everything.
least one or two filters lately.
CJ Gardner-Johnson, though, but he has zero filter.
He got run off a championship team. I mean, they ran him off a championship team twice.
He's the kind of guy that will sit in a meeting and blurt things out, call other teammates out, call coaches out. Like, he's the kind of guy that will tell you what he is and isn't going to do. Like, he's not the kind of guy that's going to play nice.
No.
If things aren't going well for him, he's going to be very, very, very vocal. And it's easier to digest when your team is winning and a lot of things aren't trying to be fixed. But when you're like Houston right now, and they're trying to find ways to get victories, and D'Amico Ryans is trying to find ways to galvanize that locker room and try to produce victories because there was so much potential put on those guys. When you have CJ Gardner-Johnson out there spewing and saying the things that he's probably saying in these meetings and on the practice field, probably calling your star quarterback sorry. Like, he's the kind of guy that be like, sorry.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just can't have that in the locker room when things aren't going well.
So
you want him here. So you want him here.
Yes.
With this defense.
Yes.
That has no confidence.
Yes.
You want him in this locker room.
Absolutely.
No.
With the culture and vibes.
I'll tell you why.
It'd be great for the show.
He was voted most annoying player in the NFL, by the way, by his peers. I think it was The Athletic who did a poll, and one of the questions was, who's the most annoying player? And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson won. And then one of the quotes was like, why is he the most annoying? And a player just said, yap, yap, yap. Like,
wasn't he the guy that snatched someone's mouthpiece off? And
Probably.
He's just always in the stuff.
So I'm Team Chaos. I think he's probably better than Donovan Wilson in football. But then on top of that, I think if it goes wrong, well, let's have fun.
Like, he'll be the one. He'll be the one that comes in the locker room to be like,
George Pickens gonna beat him up.
Like, yeah, man. Like, this scheme sucks.
Yeah.
Like, coach don't know what he's doing. Like, he'll be the one that gets into that mode, and you're like, you just can't. You can't have that. Not right now.
I just need if the Devil's gonna get George at some point this year, I want it to be against a teammate with no cameras around. So if you have to snatch the life from Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, we can Michael Irvin that and cover it up.
Okay.
Never file
And
a police report.
most people be like, you know what? He had it coming to him.
Yeah.
Most people be like, you know what? He had it
Anyone
coming
in
to him.
funerals where there's not a lot of, he was really a great
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be a lot of, I can see that.
I can see
And
that.
he deserves it. And it's just a little sidebar. One of the things I hate about the media sometimes, and our media sometimes.
I hate all media.
So Pickens drops a pass that turns to intercept. He goes to the sideline and throws his helmet, as he should. He's
Tom Brady said
frustrated.
that he beats his dog, maybe.
And then everybody said, "Oh, that's almost that Pittsburgh Pickens coming out."
Yeah,
got
him.
The first thing, did you talk to Pickens about slamming his helmet? Side like, if he goes over there and starts laughing, we're gonna be mad at him.
Yeah.
He's showing passion that he made a mistake. And
Derrick Henry, after his fumble, smashed his helmet.
Is that
and,
a
threw himself onto the
problem?
bench.
Why do we need to be asking the coach? You gonna talk to Pickens about slamming his helmet? Like,
No, you get to be mad.
I mean, you want that. You want him to care.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Right, but they're, I almost got that Pittsburgh pick. You know how many people said that? Like, what?
Okay, now you're
That's
ready.
not a problem.
No, it's not. It's fine. Now the devil is going to get him at some point this year, but that wasn't it.
This losing keeps happening.
Yeah. It's going to get him. It's going to get him.
Because he's trying to get paid, too.
He's going to be the one. Now, the more realistic name that I've seen on the internet, I was donging around on the internet, and I saw the name of teams are inquiring about, and it's Kayvon Thibodeau with the Giants. Can I sell you on, go get me Kayvon Thibodeau? If I give you my whole plan, here's my whole plan.
Okay.
And, Jerry, this is for you. I'm trying to help you out. You are awful at your job. The GM part. You're great.
There's no need to take a shot.
Great owner.
You didn't have to take a shot.
You're right
there.
You're a great owner.
Devil got you right there.
But I'm trying to help you with me and with the fan base. So you traded Micah Parsons. Let me reiterate. That was stupid. No one does that if they want to win at football in the next 3 years. It was really dumb. But now you're trying to sell it by bringing back Clowney, who looks like he's 130 pounds.
Yep.
And I hope that he helps our team. But it's not a whatever, Jerry.
Just give me your plan. Give me your plan. What's your plan?
Here's the plan.
What's your plan?
So I need to get better at rushing the passer. And Kayvon Thibodeau's career with the Giants has been kind of started off pretty good. Then it was like, oh, he's never really lived up to expectations. And now he looks really good. And so I don't know the exact cost of this, but the Giants suck. So you call him and you say, hey, I'll give you a third-round pick and change, maybe a second-round pick. Maybe we'll go that high. Because, I mean, I got 2 ones for Micah.
Right.
So I'm not getting Micah back. I'm trying to get 60% of Micah.
Yep.
But not an old guy that's just for this year. I am trying to fit this in and help spin my Micah deal and walk the tightrope of kind of rebuilding, but also trying to compete. So I'm going to bring in a young pass rusher that's pretty darn talented.
Yep.
I didn't at $47 million. That was too much. 28, not so bad.
So bad.
And so Thibodeau's 25 years old or whatever. So I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to give him the extension I wouldn't give to Micah for $20 million less, maybe more than that less. I don't know what his market is exactly. Cost me way less than I gave away. And I can say, see, that's what I was talking about. We need more players. I got you a nice little pass rusher, still young, just like Micah. And I got Kenny Clark. And between the two of them, they make what Micah makes. And I got first-round draft picks. If we want to spin this thing and walk the tightrope of rebuilding while not rebuilding, Thibodeau's interesting to me.
I'm trying to see what his agent is right quick.
I'm not gonna lie.
I need to look at that.
Pretty good idea, right?
That's a damn good idea. Like that, I'm not gassing you up, but that's a damn good idea.
Less money and less value in picks swapped.
Well,
and
good
you can
player.
say, but we still got a nice player on the end.
And you can even package that with we would have Thibodeau.
Oh, and Mozzie.
Sure. We would have Thibodeau, Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
Overshown will be coming back.
Yeah.
And you still have a young Donovan Ezaraku.
And I got some money.
Okay,
you know what? I'm in.
Just don't tell me it's David Mulligetta.
It's not. It's Kelton Crenshaw of Clutch Sports. So
we got this.
So I'm saying,
We got
I just want to make sure what we're doing with. The
It's
question here is this: when do you do it? First of all,
Today.
okay, because at some point, if the losing starts, you don't want to give away your top pick.
No, you give away Green Bay.
No, I'm going to give him 2. I'm not going to give him 1.
Okay, you're not.
They can't have a first-round pick, period.
Okay.
Like,
all right,
Thibodeau's
that's
track
Well,
has
Green
been
Bay
too
will-
inconsistent.
Okay,
Yeah,
the Giants ain't giving up a first-round pick, giving up Thibodeau with a young team rebuilding team without a first-round pick in return.
No,
I would hope they
He
not
going to walk
do that.
anyway. It don't matter.
That's fine, but I'm not giving him to my division rival without getting the first-round pick in return.
Well, even if you have to give up, but Green Bay's
because he
picks,
was like a top
Green
10
Bay
pick.
picks are going to be like realistically second round
it
picks.
might be the 32nd. It might be the
They're gonna-
29th.
yeah, they're
It might
gonna
be-
give up
be-
more than that with him. At least two twos, something. I got to
for
get
the
something
right
for
to
him.
pay a career that's kind of been like this. I get if
He's
you
a
wanted
top
to.
10 pick.
We throwing in Mozzie.
Yeah, I'm giving him Mozzie. So 2 and
They already
Mozzie.
got Sexy Dexy. Why do you want Mozzie?
Back him up. Everybody got to have a backup.
All right.
To balance out
this
the plane.
is positivity, guys. The Giants are gonna give the Cowboys Kayvon Thibodeau for Mozzie Smith and
And a 2.
everything will be fine.
And a future 4. See, I just keep going. What else you need? 5, 2 years from now.
I like it.
Bang,
what about right tackle?
I'll give you Steele. Put Nate Thomas in the game. I ain't worried about it. Look, that's just my plan.
Honestly, I like that plan.
I'm trying to help the pass rush for less than I.
Yeah, I like it, Manny. Throw Schoolmaker in there.
Yeah, you can get Schoon too. You can get Ferg. Somebody said that Ferg, they need to use Ferg a lot as a blocker this week. And I just want to tell everybody, if that's what you want because you feel like you have to protect against this pass rush, What you actually should be saying is, I demand to see a lot more Brevin Span Ford this week.
No,
Because Ferg ain't helping you block.
Yeah, no, you need 12 personnel. I need both. I need to grab him by the face bag and say, son.
But Javonte can help on one side and then get Span Ford on the other. You don't even want Ferg trying to get in.
Devontae gonna be chipping Michael.
Right. We're going to chip him, and I mean.
Because Bashadi said we're going to be physical with him. He said that. We're going to be physical. He's going to get it set. We're going to be physical with him.
Before we get out of here, Dro Knows wants to know, he's in the super chat. Chill, was it easier to slam the leather helmets?
Yeah, you had to bring that up.
Well,
I saw it.
You got to read super chats.
I mean,
that man donated to the cause. You got to read the super chats.
Dro, I told you we fighting.
We'll see you tomorrow for a full preview of the Packer game. Go Cowboys, going to win by 30. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool, everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingency.
That's a big, thick boy.
We all silly like the mayor.